Hello, hope you're having a good day. I'm Lily. Um, it's snowing outside, so put my gloves on with the magic fingers. It's a beautiful day. Just gonna go get my medication. I've been calling the, I've been calling every day to Alpha House, waiting for a bed. It's taking longer. I might just have to not get onto a methadone program, off the methadone program for now, and wait until after I get a treatment. So it is what it is. But I don't know. It's just a gorgeous day outside. You want to see? Look at that. That's the crazy thing about living in Calgary, especially with climate change, is it can be completely snow-free, and then the next thing you know, it'll be like 2 feet of snow. And it's -2, so it's like right around 0. So it's a bit humid, but it's enjoyable. I can walk and not feel like I'm dying. I love Calgary. And so, like, I don't know. I feel like comparison is the thief of joy. And I know it's kind of cliche, but like in saying that, when I left Vancouver Island, I used to try to find things to like hate about everywhere that I was. And I was always focusing on the negative. So I left and I came here and I started doing the same thing. And I was like, I need to escape. Like, I don't want to live here anymore. I need to go back home. And so I did that. I went back to Vancouver and I stayed there for a year. And in doing so, I ended up, like I said, on East Hastings in Vancouver, which, like, is not necessarily, it's like probably the least favorable place to live in the entire country of Canada. Not gonna lie. I mean, I don't know. I've never been to like places like the slums or like the hood of Saskatchewan or Manitoba. I'm sure like that is probably a lot worse than living out in Vancouver. It's a beautiful city, like, you know what I mean? So, but I don't even have a frame of reference besides the fact, like, the prairies. Edmonton, maybe? I don't know. But, like, besides all of that, I just really, really used to focus on all of the negative, all of the time. Like, what I don't like about a certain thing, and what I like instead of appreciating what, like, I love about the city. And then I remember when I was in Vancouver and I was talking to people and I was like, I don't really like Vancouver folk. Like, to be honest, they're pretty fucking crude, disrespectful, phony. And I started to like focus on all the things that I did like about Calgary. And by going through, like leaving Calgary and like having a place to compare it to, I realized that a lot of the people out here are genuinely friendly. Literally will give you the shirt off their backs. I remember the first day I was in Calgary, I had gotten off the bus and I was walking with a fucking huge suitcase in the snow, and this woman out of nowhere just comes and straight up is like, do you need a ride somewhere? Like, that kind of shit would never happen in Vancouver. And if that did, the guy was probably trying to kill you. Like, that's just like how it was. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's such a sense of like small town community in this city. And like, people here are just so fucking nice. Like, I just love how nice people are. Like, I remember I tried to come home back in December of 2024, and I had left my partner out in Vancouver, and I went back to get him, and that's how I stayed there for like a good part of a year. But for 2 weeks I had been here. I had taken a plane, and And I remember I had gotten off of the plane, and I was sick. I was real sick because I hadn't used it a long time, and I was crying at the airport, and this guy's like, "What do you need?" And I was like, "I'm fine. I don't need anything." He's like, "What do you need? Food, money?" And I was like, I don't need anything. And he's like, "You look like you need something." Pulls a $100 bill out of his wallet and hands it to me. And I was, again, only in the city for 5 minutes. So I have constantly been reminded about how kind people are in the city of Calgary. And I never, ever again will ever take that kindness for granted. I have so much gratitude for how nice and just how everybody's out to help everyone out here. And I don't ever want to lose that again. So this is my home, as shitty as it can be weather-wise. I don't plan on leaving, and this is my last year out. I don't know. I don't plan on being homeless ever again. That's just how it is. I'm ready to leave the world of addiction behind, and with that comes homelessness. So I don't know. I'm just ready. I'm ready to settle and make this town, city, where I live for the rest of my life. But I had to learn the hard way, of course.